You're scrolling through your phone. A video appears. Someone popping something they shouldn't. Your stomach turns. Your face twists. And yet you keep watching. You don't look away. Why? The obvious answer is that you're morbid. Curious in a bad way. Weak-willed maybe. But the real answer is far stranger. Your revulsion isn't a flaw in your character. It's a survival system, thousands of years old, still running in the background of your brain every single day. Think about the last time something disgusted you. Spoiled milk, a wound, a cockroach skittering across the floor. Your face did something specific in that moment. Your nose wrinkled, your upper lip pulled back, your eyes narrowed slightly, as if trying to see less of it, not more. Charles Darwin noticed this over a century ago. He called it one of the most universal expressions in the human repertoire. Babies in every culture make it. Blind children who have never seen another face make it. You didn't learn this face. You inherited it. But here's the part that doesn't add up at first. If disgust is meant to protect you, why does it also make you stare? Psychologist Paul Rozin spent decades studying disgust at the University of Pennsylvania. He found something that seems backwards. Disgust doesn't just push you away from danger. It pulls your attention toward it first. You have to look. You have to assess. Is this rotten? Is this contaminated? Is this something that could kill me? For most of human history, that split second of staring wasn't optional. It was the difference between eating safely and eating something lethal. Picture your ancestors 20,000 years ago. No refrigeration, no expiration dates, no labels warning of bacteria. Every meal was a small gamble. The humans who paused to inspect a strange smell, a strange texture, a strange color before eating it were the ones who survived long enough to have children. The ones who didn't pause, their genes didn't make it to you. This is where the anthropologist Valerie Curtis comes in. She proposed what's now called the parasite avoidance theory of disgust. Her research found that almost everything humans find disgusting across cultures shares one trait. It signals the presence of pathogens, bodily fluids, rotting food, open wounds, certain animals associated with filth. Curtis argued that disgust evolved as a behavioral immune system. Your actual immune system fights germs after they're inside you. Disgust fights them before they ever get the chance. And staring is part of the mechanism. You can't avoid a threat you haven't identified yet. So your brain forces a moment of intense focus first. That queasy, can't look away feeling isn't your willpower failing. It's your ancient threat detection system doing exactly what it was built to do. Now here's the twist. That system was built for spoiled meat and open wounds. It wasn't built for smartphones. Your brain still runs the same ancient software, but the input has changed completely. A video of an infected cyst isn't rotting food you might eat. It poses zero actual threat to you. But your behavioral immune system doesn't know that. It reacts the same way it would have reacted to a diseased animal carcass 10,000 years ago. Widened attention, narrowed eyes, a pull toward information you supposedly want no part of. This is why disgusting content spreads so easily online. Every platform is, in a sense, feeding a genuinely ancient appetite. Not an appetite for gore, an appetite for threat assessment. Your ancestors who paid close attention to potential contamination lived longer. You are, quite literally, descended from people who couldn't look away either. There's another layer to this, and it's the one that makes disgust uniquely human. Somewhere in our evolutionary past, disgust stopped being just about germs and spoiled food. It started attaching itself to behavior. Psychologist Jonathan Haidt, working at the University of Virginia, found that people around the world use almost identical facial expressions and language to describe both a rotten smell and a morally repulsive act. Cheating, cruelty, betrayal. We say these things are disgusting, not just wrong. Haidt's research suggests our brains borrowed the ancient pathogen detection circuit and repurposed it for social threats. A person who might harm the group starts registering in your brain the same way a piece of spoiled meat does. That's why watching someone behave cruelly online can trigger the exact same wince, the exact same can't look away pull as watching an infected wound. Your brain isn't drawing a hard line between physical contamination and moral contamination. To your nervous system, both are simply threats to be identified, tracked, and remembered. So the next time you catch yourself staring at something you wish you hadn't clicked on, you're not weak. You're not broken. You're running a program installed by natural selection long before language existed, long before agriculture, long before anyone had ever seen a screen. Every wince is a tiny act of ancestral memory. Every held gaze at something rotten is a system checking, one more time, whether the world in front of you is safe. Your ancestors stared at the carcass so they'd know not to eat it. You stare at the video so some deep, wordless part of you can finish the same ancient calculation. The content has changed. The camera has changed. The urge underneath it hasn't changed at all. Tonight, when something crosses your feed that makes your stomach turn and you find yourself watching anyway, you won't need to wonder why. You'll know. It isn't a flaw. It's 20,000 years of survival, still running, still watching, still trying to keep you alive.